Yes, people, and welcome back to another video on the Bridge YouTube channel where we bring you all things Chelsea. I'm your host with the most, the Bridge, here to give you the latest news. Here we go. So let's start with Romelu Lukaku, the joke man, the guy who, is always doing something crazy. Honestly, man, this guy, man, he is a absolute wallad, man. There's no other way to say it, bro. This guy, man, he just does craziness. So some of the stuff that we've learned even today is even more crazy. Apparently, he started talking to them. He started talking to Juventus because that's the club that he wants to go to now during the World Cup final because he was angry he didn't get picked to start the game. And like, it's so ironic because we all know what happened in the Champions League final. This guy, when he even came on, stopped a certain goal from happening from DiMarco, which he blocked rather than the actual goalkeeper, Edison from Manchester City blocking it. He then missed basically an open header. No, sorry. He put the header. He missed a header that was straight at Edison. When he could have, if he was a smart striker, an intelligent striker, a guy that's a world class striker or the top 5 strikers in the world right now, would have aimed for the corners. But he aimed for the centre, and the goalkeeper was already at the centre. So it was literally an easy point blank save for Edison. He was getting bullied by Ruben Diaz. Literally, he wasn't able to turn. He was getting bullied by Diaz. Akanji was there. I believe Stones was there now because of the change as well. So this guy was getting bullied, blocked, had no touch. Every time he would turn and shoot, the ball would be going way off target. Like, I don't know, this Lukaku guy is an absolute joke, man. There is no other way to put it when it comes to this player. Like, Lukaku, I don't know what is going through his head because there's something that's going through his head which is not making sense at all, in my opinion. So, there's that bit first. He's been communicating with Juventus since then, essentially, and they are apparently going to give him bigger wages. So, I thought going to Inter wasn't about the money. But clearly it's about the money now, because Chelsea's giving you 325 bags a week. But now when you go into Juve, you're probably gonna get a similar amount of money, probably 300, 275, so like what 20, 50k less than what you would get at Chelsea Football Club. So hey ho, would you look at that? Shock horror. I'm not surprised. This guy is a perpetual bag chaser. You know what I'm saying? Now he's going to someone who's going to give him the bigger badge, where he's going to be the number one, because Vlahovic is essentially going to PSG, because that's who PSG want as their new striker, because they've given up on Etiquette, and Mbappe does not want to play in the middle, so they're going for Vlahovic. So Lukaku is an absolute joke, man. He is such a joke, man, that it's been reported today that Rock Nation really want to leave him as his representative because of the way he is moving. He is literally doing some crazy shit that behind their back that Rock Nation are absolutely tired. They're tired of him and they do not want to represent him anymore. I've never heard Rock Nation, Jay-Z, do stuff like that. I've never heard Jay-Z say he's tired of Amandam. I've never seen this before. He's got Jay-Z tired of him. I mean, I don't know what to say. How can you get the representatives that you have hired tired of you and saying, listen, man, we want to cut it off because you're giving him a bad name, a bad rep? So, listen, man, this Lukaku guy is absolutely joking, man. That's all I can say, genuinely. He's not going to be reporting back for preseason, just to continue onwards. He's not going to be going abroad. Poch has made that clear. He's in cahoots with the board as well on this, where he does not want to see him in pre-season. He doesn't see him around the main squad. So he's going to be back at Cobham, essentially, training by himself, with maybe 1 or 2 fitness coaches that are just there, literally. So Lukaku's era has come to an end. There's also been these random reports saying that Lukaku might want to consider coming back to Chelsea and play for the football club. And hell no. Oh, hell no! Hell no, bro. We are not doing that, bro. We know what that guy is like. We know what the type of curse that guy is like, yeah? We saw what he did to the dressing room before. We are not doing that again, bro. We're trying to restart. We got a lot of young G's in there. We do not want a bad apple, a bad example there. And that is Romelu Lukaku. We cannot have that at all. I'm sorry. So, we need to move on from Lukaku at all costs, in my opinion. Bro, if Juve are willing to get him for 30 million, just give him 30 million, bro. Let it go, man. I'm tired of this brother, fam. I'm absolutely tired of this brother. Because he's causing too much chaos. Too much chaos right now. We just need to move on from him. It's really as simple as that. Now, let's move on to some other news which came out, which is on Kolo Muani. Apparently, the club is interested in Kolo Muani, and they are going to join the race alongside Man United, and I believe it is Bayern, who are also keen on him. As you know, Kolo Muani is roughly about 100 million euros. That's the fee that the Eintracht Frankfurt would like for him. But again, the issue for me with Kolo Muani is, again, yes, he may have he may have some deficiencies in his game. Do not get me wrong, but then the problem comes in again, which I've been speaking about previously. You've just bought Nicolas Jackson from Villarreal. They both have similar play styles. What is the point of bringing a Nicolas Jackson if you're going to be bringing a Kolo Muani as your number one striker? Kolo Muani, in my opinion, is literally a Nicolas Jackson plus. That's all he is right now in his current form. Like, they are both the same player, both the same. When I say the same player, I mean player profile wise. They're the same player. They do the same similar things. So we literally, if you were to bring him and Nicolas Jackson as your number one substitute off the bench, then it would cause problems for the team, because literally you would be having, like, the teams would literally say, oh, if Kolo Muani goes off, you've got Nicolas Jackson to deal with. They're basically the same sort of type of player. So the profiles are the same. So you're not even changing up the game by having two of the similar strikers, two similar strikers. You know, you don't even have a backup just in case, you know, things are not working out. A different type of striker to try on. So for me, it doesn't really make sense when it comes to the Kolo Muani situation, in my opinion, because you've already bought a similar profile player, as I've said before. So I don't know what's going on there. His price for me seems a bit too steep. 100 million euros for him is a bit too much. Honestly, I feel like you could probably get a better alternatives to him, or just wait for Ivan Toney again in January. And I've seen on the net that, how do we know Ivan Toney's going to return to his best? He's going to be out for 8 months. But again, that's why you take the punt on him, in my opinion. You've seen that he can do consistently over 2 seasons. You literally, as long as you make sure that he stays match fit, he's continuously training with the team, which I think he's allowed to do. He's only banned from playing football in terms of on the pitch. He can play behind the scenes in preseason. Sorry, in preseason he can't play in the preseason matches, but he can play in training. Get himself ready to be the best that he can be. Yes, he might be missing some match sharpness, but again, you hope with the right, putting him in the squad at the right time, and the other strikers are striking essentially, he will be fine to play with. That's why for me, you have to take the risk when it comes to Ivan Toney. But again, that is just my opinion. Now let's move on to the last bit of news, which is on Moises Caicedo. Apparently, Brighton and Chelsea are still discussing stuff. Apparently, Fabrizio is saying it's closer and closer. Pies has got this other gentleman who's from, I think, London World, is if I'm not mistaken, and he is saying that Brighton are holding firm to their essentially value of Caicedo, and he's been told it's a little less than what Declan Rice was brought for. But again, we don't know what that means. A little less, if it's 105 or 95, 90, we don't know. We're gonna find out. We've got to find out at some point eventually. But he's made the comment that Chelsea are just not meeting that, and until Chelsea meet that, the player will not be sold. So if that is the case, either Chelsea need to get this done and get this sorted out. I understand that we're doing this waiting game. We're trying to maybe negotiate, and if we can do that, it's all over good. But we don't want to be wasting time on just negotiating if the negotiation is not going to get us anywhere at all. Again, we've got other targets that we need to be looking at, that we're trying to buy, whether that be a Turkey, whether that be a goalkeeper that you're looking for, or whether that will be a striker. Potentially the Kolo Muani rumours become true and we actually go out and try to buy him. So again, these are other things that we need to be looking at, need to be considering as well when we're discussing the Moises Caicedo deal. So again, it's going to be interesting to see, as I said to you guys multiple times before, but I would like to think that this gets hopefully done excuse me, by the beginning of this week, if not midweek, because it's getting tiring now. We need to be looking at other targets as well. The majority of our outgoings are done now. Obviously Lukaku's left, Aubameyang's left, and Ziyech is essentially left. That's the only three that we've literally got left now. The other ones we're just open to selling. Doesn't mean that we need to sell them. So at the end of the day, let's get these incomings sorted out now, in my opinion. Let's go and start focusing on these incomings. Yes, I understand that they may take time at times, but let's try and get this stuff done as soon as possible. I think it's just the point of view I would have. Yes, I can sympathise with the board by saying that yes, this stuff will take This stuff may take time, but at the same time, we need to realize, we're a ticking time bomb. I think it's now less than 4 weeks or less than a month now until our first game against Liverpool. It'd be preferable if you have all of these guys in as soon as possible so they can train under Poch and they can learn the system as well. And if they are going to be starters for Liverpool, that they are ready and prepped to play alongside the players in the squad as well, and have that sort of some basic chemistry as well. So again, those are just my thoughts and opinions, and that is the videos, ladies and gentlemen. I've been your host, The Bridge. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Our subscribe goal today is 270. Our subscribe goal today is 270. Let's get there. I believe in you guys. So let's do this. Simple as that. And as usual, please stay blue.